Digital feudalism, when humanity farms for the algorithm. 1. You thought the internet was freedom. You thought the internet was the freest place humanity had ever created. A place where anyone could speak, anyone could sell, anyone could become known, anyone could build a community, anyone could reach the world with nothing but a phone. But look closer. You have an account, but you do not own the platform. You have a channel, but you do not own the algorithm. You have an audience, but you do not own the path to reach them. You have content, but you do not own the land where that content lives. One policy change, one algorithm shift, one shadow ban, one locked account, and the digital life you spent years building can disappear overnight. That is when the cold truth reveals itself. You are not a free citizen of the internet. You are a tenant farmer on the private land of digital empires. What we call digital freedom may actually be a new form of feudalism. A feudalism that does not wear armor. It wears a beautiful interface. It does not hold a sword. It holds your data. It does not build castles from stone. It builds castles from servers, algorithms, and cloud infrastructure. This is digital feudalism. 2. Old feudalism owned land. New feudalism owns platforms. In the old world, power came from land. Whoever owned the land held the power. Whoever had no land had to work on someone else's. Whoever wanted to survive had to pay rent. Whoever wanted protection had to obey the Lord. The peasants had labor. They had sweat. They had families. They had entire lives. But they did not own the ground beneath them. So they farmed on land that belonged to someone else. The Lord did not need to farm. He did not need to stand in the fields. He did not need to sweat under the sun. He only needed to own the land, and the surplus still flowed back to the castle. Today, that formula has returned. Only one thing has changed. The land is no longer soil. The land is the digital platform. Google is the gate of knowledge. Meta is the social square. Amazon is the marketplace. Apple is the gatekeeper of devices. YouTube and TikTok are stages of attention. Cloud infrastructure is the foundation of the digital world. Whoever controls the gate controls the flow. Whoever controls the flow collects rent. And when human life moves onto platforms, the owners of those platforms become the new lords. 3. You do not own the land you are building on. This is the greatest illusion of the digital age. You think you are building assets, but many of the things you build exist on someone else's land. You build a channel on someone else's platform, a shop inside someone else's marketplace, a community on someone else's server, a reputation inside someone else's algorithm, a business on someone else's cloud infrastructure. You may work hard. You may create real value. You may serve your audience well. You may build something meaningful. But if the platform stops showing you, you almost cease to exist. In the past, to sell something, you needed a physical location. Today, you need the algorithm to make you visible. In the past, to speak to a crowd, you needed a public square. Today, you need a platform to distribute your voice. In the past, people were expelled from land. Today, people are locked out of accounts. Different form, same essence. You lose access to the place you need in order to exist. That is digital feudalism. You are not imprisoned by chains. You are imprisoned by dependency. 4. Digital serfs do not hold plows. They hold phones. The old serf farmed the land. The modern serf farms data. Every time you scroll, every time you like, every time you comment, every time you share, every time you pause on a video, every time you post a thought, an image, an emotion, you leave behind data. That data helps the system understand you better, predict you more accurately, keep you longer, sell ads more efficiently, and train machines to understand humanity more deeply. You think you are being entertained, But in reality, you are working. A form of unpaid labor. You are not paid for your data. You are not paid for your attention. You are not paid for helping the system learn how humans behave. You give the platform your time. The platform sells that time to advertisers. You give the platform your emotions. The platform turns those emotions into engagement. You give the platform your behavior. The platform turns that behavior into prediction. Old feudalism exploited the body. Digital feudalism exploits the mind. It takes your attention, your emotions, your habits, your identity, and your desire to be seen. The most bitter truth is this: the old serf knew he was a serf. The digital serf believes he is free. 5. The algorithm is the new law. In the old world, kings made laws. In feudal society, lords made rules. In the digital age, algorithms decide fate. The algorithm decides who is seen, who is buried, who is recommended, who is suppressed, who becomes famous, who disappears, who sells, who fails in silence. And the frightening part is this: traditional laws are at least written down, but algorithmic law is often invisible. You do not know why one video rises, why another dies, why your shop loses visibility, why your content is flagged, why your account is restricted, why a month of work reaches almost no one. You only know one thing: you must keep obeying. Post more, optimize harder, use stronger hooks, hold attention longer, follow trends faster, make thumbnails louder, buy more ads. Slowly, you stop creating from truth. You create for the appetite of the algorithm. You no longer ask, what is real? You ask, what will be recommended? You no longer ask, what has value? You ask, what keeps people watching? You no longer serve truth. You serve metrics. And that is how human beings are reshaped, not through violence, but through optimization. 6. The market is locked inside a fortress. People say the digital age created opportunity for everyone. That is true, but only half true. Anyone can sell, but through a marketplace, anyone can make videos. But through a platform, anyone can write. But through algorithmic distribution, anyone can build an app. But through an app store, anyone can build a business. But it must often depend on cloud systems, payment networks, advertising platforms, search engines, and data infrastructure owned by others. The door is open, but the door belongs to the Lord. And once you enter, you begin to pay rent. Transaction fees, commission fees, advertising fees, storage fees, subscription fees, distribution fees, visibility fees. Fees simply to exist. In old capitalism, you competed inside the market. In digital feudalism, you pay to enter the market. The market has not disappeared. It has been locked inside a fortress, and to enter that fortress, you must pass through the gates of digital lords. That is the coldest part. You think you are an independent entrepreneur, but you may only be renting a stall inside a castle you will never own. 7. AI will make digital feudalism deeper. And now a new layer is emerging. AI. If digital platforms are the new land, then AI may become the governing machine of that land. AI does not merely make platforms stronger. It helps platforms understand human beings more deeply. It predicts what you want, what you fear, where you will click, how long you will stay, which emotion will keep you from leaving. This is the dangerous shift. Digital feudalism first collected rent from your presence. With AI, it can begin to shape your behavior, not only to extract from you, but to design the environment that makes you easier to extract from. Ordinary people use AI to write faster. Platforms use AI to understand billions of people more deeply. Ordinary people use AI to make videos. Platforms use AI to build environments that hold human attention longer. Ordinary people use AI to save time. The system uses AI to capture more of their time. Same tool, different power. AI in the hands of an individual is a knife. AI in the hands of digital lords is an empire. Because AI needs data, chips, electricity, cloud infrastructure, capital, scale, and these things do not belong to ordinary people. They belong to those who already own the castles. 8. The deepest tragedy. Human beings turn themselves into products. But the deepest issue is not money, not only platform fees, not only data, not only advertising, not only AI. The deepest issue is this: human beings are losing inner sovereignty. When everything is measured by views, people begin to perform in order to be seen. When everything is measured by engagement, people become more extreme in order to provoke reaction. When algorithms reward anger, society becomes angrier. When algorithms reward division, people become more divided. When algorithms reward cheap stimulation, depth is pushed to the edge. Slowly, you stop asking, "Am I living truthfully?" You ask, "Will this post perform?" You stop asking, "Am I saying what needs to be said?" You ask, "Will this go viral?" You stop asking, "Am I keeping my dignity?" You ask, "Will the algorithm like this?" This is the spiritual tragedy of digital feudalism. It does not only take your data, it teaches you to see yourself through the eyes of the system. You begin to package your soul as content. You turn pain into performance, thought into engagement strategy, private life into raw material for the attention machine. And when a civilization turns human beings into content, the soul begins to suffocate. 9. The way out is not to abandon technology, but to reclaim sovereignty. So what is the way out? Not abandoning the internet, not hating technology, not returning to caves. The problem is not technology, the problem is power. Technology can liberate humanity. But when technology is concentrated in the hands of too few entities, it becomes a system of control. So the first step is awareness. Understand this clearly. A platform is not your home. It is rented land. An account is not absolute ownership. It is permission to exist. Reach is not a natural right. It is conditional distribution. Your audience should not live only on one platform. Your business should not depend on a single gate. Creators should not hand their entire soul to the algorithm. Users must understand that attention is sacred property. And society must begin asking serious questions. Who owns the digital infrastructure? Who controls the data? Who decides the algorithms? Who has the right to lock a human being out of digital life? Who collects rent on humanity's presence? This is no longer just a technology issue. This is a civilizational issue. Because the 21st century will not only be shaped by who owns land, oil, or factories. It will be shaped by who owns the gates to digital reality. 10. Are you the master or the digital serf? Digital feudalism does not arrive in armor. It arrives through beautiful interfaces. It does not come with swords. It comes with convenience. It does not come with chains. It comes with one-click login. It does not force you to kneel. It simply makes you so dependent that you cannot stand without it. And that is the most dangerous form of power. Power that makes the ruled believe they are free. If old feudalism turned human beings into farmers of land, digital feudalism turns human beings into farmers of their own minds. Farming data, farming attention, farming emotion, farming identity, farming the desire to exist in the eyes of others. All to feed invisible empires. And if humanity does not wake up, civilization may enter a strange new age. Everyone connected, but few truly free. Everyone speaking, but only voices approved by the algorithm are truly heard. Everyone building a digital life, but few owning the land beneath it. So the question is no longer, do you use technology? The real question is, are you using technology, or is technology using you? And even deeper, are you the master of your digital life, or just a serf farming for invisible lords?